Okay guys, my almost $1 million in long positions were closed overnight, and I can already tell you I was playing paddle tennis just a few minutes ago and I checked my phone. I saw that there was a lot of panic happening since the market actually started correcting a little bit, and I want to make a video right now to calm everyone a little bit down, to tell you exactly what my next entries are going to be, because as you remember, 22 hours ago I opened a new long position. It was profitable. We only made like $700 off it, so it's not really exciting. We had our long position before that, as you know, where we made around $5,000, but it's all small trades because the market is really chopping around here at these price levels and is really not moving into one direction long-term strongly. But this is also why we are scalp trading right now, why we are day trading, because right now, as you know, we already turned $30,000 into $110,000 now that all the trades are closed over the last 3 weeks. So we really intend to get a little bit more USDT going for our really big swing position that I want to open a new one relatively soon, actually for the upside. I will explain to you now also why I think that we might need to scalp trade the market a little bit longer before we can jump into long positions once again. In my upcoming video, we will really talk about the smaller timeframes. In my next video, we will talk about the fact if Bitcoin is going to go to $50,000 first or to $80,000, right? There will be a lot of things that we can keep an eye on the smaller timeframes. We will also talk about the fact that we had, remember my last video, I told you guys that we could potentially break out of this very important weekly resistance as long as we are able to break above it, right, with a weekly candle. And I told you that we cannot only look at the weekly candle, but we should wait for Monday. As I told you in my last video, 72 hours, we should wait for Monday. And guys, what happened? For sure, the market wanted to trap everyone as we potentially expected it, and that's why we waited till Monday. We also were very sure that if we break below this uptrend channel, no matter if it happens on the weekend or on Monday, that we will close our longs, and that's also what I did, and that's why our longs were closed in a very nice profit. Now the question is, where is our next entry? And to find out the next entry price, we definitely not only need to look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, for sure on the smaller time frames, we can now start looking at the fact, are we forming any reversal patterns? How is the volume looking? Are we going to pump to $80,000 again, or is now a correction to 50,000 coming again? What I want to talk about in this video, this is for the next video, what I want to talk about in this video is the even bigger time frames, the monthly, the weekly, right? Because on these time frames, we can really find the narrative that will support then any chart analysis that we do on the smaller time frames. And for this, I want to look back at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. We haven't looked at it for a while, but our prediction that we made based on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart already in the beginning of this year and also already last year came fully true. Because as you remember, we talked about it in the past also already, the Ethereum Bitcoin price always forms a triple top, goes into a correction period, has a horizontal support, and as soon as this horizontal support is broken, we go into a final correction for Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency markets. So theoretically, the last couple of months were officially a bear market for Bitcoin. It was just so bullish all the time that we didn't really correct, but we only saw a sideways movement. Nevertheless, that's why we also didn't see Ethereum pick up with Bitcoin as much, because as you can see, the Ethereum Bitcoin chart is very bearish. And normally in these times, the market is only correcting to the downside, right? As we have, for example, also seen, especially with Ethereum. Bitcoin has been holding up much stronger. You can see that Ethereum really had a steep and strong correction, 38%. Funny enough, the last time I did a video, I predicted this correction over here, guys, based on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, funny enough. But now, what is this telling us actually? This is actually telling us that we might need to wait a little bit longer before the actual really strong bull run can start where Bitcoin goes above $100,000. As said, we can go to 80,000, we can go to 50,000. This would not change anything in our Ethereum Bitcoin chart. The only really relevant movement or time period where something would change is over the next few months, not over the next few days, right here in this chart. So what we need to keep in mind is that every really blow off top only ever started so far in the history of cryptocurrency once the Ethereum Bitcoin chart started to reverse. And now we can see that it's stabilizing. It looks like that the Ethereum Bitcoin chart could have a little bit more downside in the case that we correct to $50,000, for example. It also could have a little bit of short-term upside when we go to the $80,000, then correct a little bit again, right? So you see, the most important thing is what we can see is that there is more time, that Bitcoin most likely in the cryptocurrency markets will need till the middle of 2025 to really establish this Bitcoin Ethereum chart reversal. And this means that we can only expect a real aggressive blow off top and really fast moving market to the upside. Theoretically, if it's not completely going differently than the markets before, which it already is a little bit because we didn't really have a bear market now with the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, which would be normal. No, we actually had somewhat of a sideways movement only since Ethereum Bitcoin started to correct. Normally we have a bear market, this time we only see a sideways movement. So we need to keep in mind the bullish news about Bitcoin, the ETFs and so on. They definitely resulted in this year being more bullish for Bitcoin. And that's why we are also going sideways for such a long time, because normally we would be at price levels where the next bear market or bear scenario would have started for Bitcoin normally. But this time we only had a sideways movement. And this is why the next move for sure will be very explosive, but because of that, it will probably take a little bit more time for Ethereum Bitcoin to turn bullish. And this also means that it will take a little bit more time before Bitcoin can really reach like these $150,000, $140,000, $160,000 level. So guys, make sure you subscribe, activate the bell. In my next video, we will talk about the fact if Bitcoin is going to go to $50,000 or $80,000 next. So now that we know in general that we still currently can definitely expect both scenarios, we now need to find out what are the next resistance levels. I already have them. Everything is prepared for the next video for sure. And from that video, I will again also tell you my exact new trade entries that I'm sharing with you live and upfront anyways, always. So make sure you are subscribed, activate the bell, leave a comment down below if I maybe should even live stream soon. I asked that my German viewers on my German channel as well. Write down that I should live stream soon, if I should maybe do it and do some live trading sessions as back in the day on my German channel in 2021. But now guys, we're going to see us in the next video. Keep an eye on all of that. But the final message here, don't get scared. In my opinion, Bitcoin will not correct much lower than $50,000 if we correct here at this stage and really get rejected. And on the upside, guys, I also have to tame you a little bit more or less, because if we break to the upside, everyone will expect 100K. I think 80K or something will be the max first, but I will give you the reasons in my next video. And we will base our trades then on that. So see you soon. Bye-bye.